Hello everyone, my name is Evan Jacobs, and I actually started recording this fight for you. Sho Kimura versus Toshiyuki. Oh, he's fighting, hold on, I want to say his name correctly. Uh, Toshiyuki Igarashi. Um, but had a technical difficulty, and I have to start over, which is no big deal. We only got into the first 5 rounds of that fight. It was a very even, hotly contested bout. Let's just get right back to this. Kimura's 28, Igarashi's 23. Igarashi has a 1 inch advantage in height, and I made them both the same age. Igarashi has a 2 inch reach advantage. Kimura has 15 fights with 1 loss. He's been stopped once. Igarashi has 23 fights with 2 losses. He has not been stopped. He also has 3 draws on his ledger. And let's just get right to this. Um, these two guys, very, very evenly matched. And in the first part of the simulation that I did, Kimura was showing power. And actually, when my computer kind of crapped out on me, it was my fault. I jiggled a chord that I shouldn't have jiggled. Anyway, Kimura when that happened, Kimura had shown a bunch of power. He wobbled Igarashi a lot, and both these guys actually do have power. They just for whatever reason they go the distance a lot, and it's just kind of what you see with more of the lighter weight fighters. Yet they're more exciting and whatnot. My name is Evan Jacobs. You are watching Boxing Time TV, and please follow me on Instagram. My handle is Boxing Time with Evan, and yeah. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to fill this page up with as many simulated bouts as I possibly can. We just literally celebrated this is our first bout of our, going into our second, going into our second year of being able to do this. And one thing that I noticed from Igashari is that he's doing well fighting from a distance. He wants to be in the center of the ring. He wants to move around. When Kimura can draw him forward, that's when Kimura can land with power. Igashari is very good and very, very elusive and is tagging Kimura. Because Kimura, when he beat Zou Shiming, both in the simulation and when he beat him in the actual fight, he did it, he bowled him, he pushed him around the ring, he went to the body, he made it real, real dirty. And that's just the kind of thing that Igashari wants to avoid. He doesn't want to be against Rose, but right there, Kimura landing a hard left hand as we go into the final minute of the first round. And so far it just seems like I'm seeing a repeat of what I initially saw before my computer crapped out. Thank everyone for tuning in. Sho Kimura's victory over Zou Shiming from the simulation standpoint, that's the biggest thing I've ever. That was the most watched podcast that I've done for Boxing Time TV. There were, I think, 1,500, views. Which for me, I'm not. I do this. I try to do it 2 or 3 times a week. Usually, just do it once a week. And a big reason is because a lot of the fights end up going the distance, and it's just having the time to do this. I don't know how long these fights are going to go. I set it up. I put their stats in, and then I just let the computer kind of go and it runs a simulation, and that's what we get to see. So right now, we're in the final 10 seconds of the first round, and I think Kimura could have taken it, but you never know. Igarashi, they may have favored his style. He landed some good shots. Let's see what they say. Oh, just like before. One judge giving it. Oh, 2 judges giving it to Kimura, so Kimura's actually ahead. He was actually not ahead oh wow, and Igarashi comes out and lands hard. Kimura was actually not ahead when after the first round, when I did before the aborted simulation happened. Oh, look at that, Kimura landing an uppercut. And Kimura's just a crafty guy. And part of me wonders how a fighter like Amnat Ruinrong would do fighting amongst these guys. All crafty fighters. And I think I have some of Ruinrong's fights. I think I put him in against Lomachenko. Wow, these guys are are just landing. They're coming out, and now Igarashi, almost as if he learned from the aborted simulation, he's trying to come forward, and he had success. He landed a hard left hand. Um, these two fighters, when we see that a lot from the lighter weight fighters, and something else that I wanted to bring up, they often talk about, oh, these guys don't hit hard and blah 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 blah. Oh no, these guys hit hard. It's just a lot of some lightweight fighters, just like some bigger fighters, they can take it better. You also see more voluminous punching. And that's something right there. Igarashi landing a hard right hand to the face of Sho Kimura. And right now, this is just kind of what people want to see. This is just what we're giving them. And this is Boxing Time TV at its finest. Two evenly matched opponents, and each one trying to do their style. And when they do that, that is when we see the best fights. Because you see a bunch of different fights within the fight. And this is the kind of thing I could see Igarashi maybe getting kudos from the judges for this. But look, Kimura's being so cagey, and he has such a good defense, and he's landing with the left. This is going to be an interesting fight. I'm glad that everyone's watching here on this Sunday that I'm recording it. This may sound weird now because I just put new flooring in my home. Not that anything bad happened. It was just I had very old carpet in here and it had to go. So still in the process, but I was able to reset my office up. And I'm like, oh, I got to get that office up. I got to do at least one Boxing Time TV podcast. Like I said, ideally I'd like to do 2 or 3. I don't think I'd want to do one every day. I think that might be overkill for everyone. But 2 or 3, throw in a knockout or 2, and I think people would very much appreciate that. And if there's bouts that you want to see, bouts that I'm not making, hit me up. Direct message me on YouTube. Find me on Instagram. Direct message me. Boxing Time with Evan on Instagram. If you're watching this, you're already at YouTube, just send me a message. Send me something in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Send me something saying, hey, this is the bout that I want to see. We're in the final 10 seconds. I think this has been a fairly even round. So far, Sho Kimura just doing enough to edge Igarashi. So now 2 rounds are done. That makes this a 10-round fight now. And yeah, this is just a very, very even encounter. Although Igarashi getting that, and then Sho Kimura getting it. So it stays even. And usually what we see with fights like this is that it stays even like this for like the first 6 or 7 rounds. And then one fighter kind of pulls ahead. Ooh, look at Kimura landing hard with his left hand. He's been finding a home for that. And Igarashi's landed well as well. So we'll see. And one thing that I wondered about Igarashi, he does have those 3 draws. I wonder, because I don't know, I haven't seen the fights. But I wonder, were they a case of him starting slow and then coming on late and managing a draw? Were they a case of him starting fast and sort of wilting down the final stretch? It's the not knowing, Oh, look at Igarashi landing that left hand. He wants to just be an inch out of Sho Kimura's punching range, and he's doing well now. But when he's being more aggressive, he's trying to be. But Kimura's kind of using that against him, and Kimura trying to go to the body there. He's going to want to do more of that because that will take the legs away from Igarashi. Should this fight go into the later rounds, which I think that it will. I think that's what we're looking at. You're going to see Igarashi. That's going to pay dividends for Sho Kimura. Oh, Kimura landing well there, putting his combinations together, landing well with 2 left hands and a body shot, really sort of limiting the movement of Igarashi. So we're moving now, into, we're almost done with this, the third round, this fight taking on a pattern. Both fighters having moments, neither fighter really kind of, taking over in the fight. Although I think the edge probably goes to Shimura. No, I mean Sho Kimura, just as far as how much he's landed. Um, and he's trying to get him with those short lefts. We'll see. Oh, no, just like I said. Oh, the true judge having it even. Wow, this is probably maybe the most evenly contested bout. I mean, I think I may have said that before, but Kimura ahead by the slimmest of margins. Wouldn't it be crazy if the fight stayed like this, if the fight continued like this, and then, we go to the final round, and then Igarashi were to win that round and just, but that's why Kimura wants to, do more. He wants to take the judges out of it, and so does Igarashi. And Igarashi very much in this fight. Both of these guys very much in this fight, very, very much in this contest. So it just sort of remains to be seen. Oh, wow. Igarashi landing two hard right hands, and now he's putting together a string, and it's the kind of he's finding the sweet spot here in this, the fourth round. Will this be enough for Igarashi to maybe turn the tables and get ahead on the cards? We have a long way to go in this, the fourth round, but that doesn't mean, like I said, both these guys have some pop. You don't stop Zou Shiming if you don't have some pop, and Igarashi, almost half of his bouts have ended in knockout. So let's sort of see what happens here. As he goes to the body, he's jabbing nicely. Oh, landing a hard right hand. Oh, landing a string of punches. So we're moving into the final minute, and Igarashi kind of taking that back. He knows he's done good work. He does not want Sho Kimura to somehow steal this round. As it looks like Igarashi, in my opinion, could be slowly but surely pulling ahead. Oh, look at that. Oh, hard shot landed by Igarashi. We're in the final 30 seconds of this, the fourth round, and Igarashi doing very, very well. He's increased his punch output. It slowed Sho Kimura down. The question is, Sho Kimura, can he now find a way to maybe go to the body, maybe slow up some of this output? Because Igarashi seems to have maybe waited patiently, and now he's sort of finding the sweet spot. And Sho Kimura wants to do something to stem that tide. He landed some good punches there. But I think overall, you got to give this round to Igarashi, who's throwing uppercuts and just punches from all angles, trying to put a statement on the fourth round. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. You can, look at Igarashi getting credit, although one judge giving it to Kimura, another judge giving it to Igarashi. So now this thing is bone even, 115 as we move in to the fifth round. We have 8 more rounds to go, and look at Igarashi coming out, landing a hard right hand, and Kimura's gonna feel the heat. He's going to the body, he's turning it up. I think we're gonna see a lot of really good boxing, a lot of really good tacticianship over the next 8 rounds. These two guys are landing hard, fighting like it's the first round. Once again, you were watching Boxing Time TV. Sho Kimura versus, hold on, I want to say his name correctly. Sho Kimura versus Toshiyuki Igarashi. And this bout is going to be happening on December 31st, 2017. And it's obviously, I believe, going to be happening overseas. Although, hey, this is why we do the simulation to kind of create some hype for it, get people watching. I think there's going to be some interest in this, as these two fighters are both fighting a very, very tactical fight. Igarashi finding the antidote in that last round. Even though he didn't pull him ahead, he evened up the scorecards, and he wants to see more of that. And Sho Kimura, he wants to land. He wants to find a way to really take control of this bout, as we are almost at the halfway point, and it's the kind of thing that could have ended up being a 6-round fight should it continue to remain even. A lot of distance punching, and Igarashi doing very well of getting Kimura to come forward and landing 1 to 2 punches at a time. Sho Kimura is going to want to go to the body more. He's going to want to have more entries. He landed a very nice left hand right there. Oh, and a body shot from Igarashi. Igarashi, I think, could slowly be coming on. The onus is going to be on Sho Kimura to turn that back. And so far, he seems to have his hands full. This isn't saying that he can't. No one thought he was going to beat Zou Shiming in his last fight, and he knocked him out. So, there's a lot that could happen. But it just seems that for every punch that Sho Kimura lands, Toshiyuki Igarashi lands 1 to 2 more shots. I mean, you never want to count out a guy like Sho Kimura. Sho Kimura is tough. He hits hard. He lands hard, and it's just the kind of thing. Oh, and he goes to the body right there. And we're moving in now to the final 10 seconds. And what we're gonna be in is the 7 more rounds of this really entertaining tactical fight. Sho Kimura punctuating that with a left hand. Let's see what the judges say. They're saying that they're both tired, and one judge has it even. Another judge gives it to Kimura. Another judge has it even. So now Sho Kimura is again ahead by the slimmest of margins. And this is how you can tell that this is a good fight. Both these fighters are able to do their style. There's just distance between them, and that's what Igarashi wants. And it's both of these guys are their styles are troubling for the other guy. And the trick right now is how do you combat them? And that's kind of what we're seeing here with Sho Kimura taking on Toshiyuki Igarashi on Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Please find me on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan, and you will be treated to my daily musings. Sometimes I do a lot of reposts, but I do 2 to 3 a week of me just talking, giving my ideas. I just did one on Sergey Kovalev and his victory over Vyacheslav Shabransky, and a nice left uppercut landed by Igarashi, but Sho Kimura landing well. That's the one thing. Sho Kimura's a very good inside fighter, as you can see, and that left hand is finding its mark both to the body and to the end of the head. And Igarashi trying to do something. Igarashi trying to land, trying to go to the body, and Sho Kimura showing really good defense. And this has been a very interesting fight. A very some people may not like this kind of tactical fight. I personally love it. Sometimes when I do these podcasts at midnight, I don't always love it because I kind of want to go to bed. And I will admit, when I did the Sho Kimura Zou Shiming thing, Sho Kimura won, but that went the distance, and I'm not lying. I was falling asleep by the end of that. But who would have ever thought that fight that I'm falling asleep in would be the biggest fight that I've ever done on Boxing Time TV? Oh, look at Sho Kimura just landing those shots, really using the distance again. Toshiyuki Igarashi. Oh man, these two guys are fighting hard. They're just really coming, and that's the thing. When one lands, the other lands. Very hard fight for the judges to go with. I'm thinking that Kimura this is probably accurate, because there's sometimes I watch these fights that I do and I'm like, how do the judges have this guy ahead? But right now it just seems like Kimura slowly is maybe taking over this, and maybe Igarashi's wilting a little bit. Although when he comes forward, Igarashi is able to keep him at bay. And so it's going to be on Kimura to land. And right here you have Igarashi turning back the challenge of Sho Kimura, as we are going to hear from the judges. And we have 6 more rounds, folks. It truly is anyone's fight. Oh, they're saying Kimura has a swollen eye. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so now they're saying that's even. Oh, and another even round, and Kimura's ahead by 1 point. He has a swollen eye. He does not want that to get bad, because the way that it works, if a fighter has a swollen eye, doesn't matter if you're ahead, doesn't matter how it happens. They'll just award it. They're not going to go to any scorecards. They're going to go, just like in boxing. They're going to go to they're just going to give it to the person that did it. So Igarashi now has a little bit of breathing room. And I mean, he is only behind by 1 point. We're in the final six rounds. Both fighters looking to land. Both fighters looking to make a statement. As time kind of begins to run out here for Sho Kimura and Toshiyuki Igarashi. Oh, look at that. Sho Kimura looking to land. He's going to the body, trying to draw Toshiyuki Igarashi out a little bit, landing hard shots on him. And this is just one of those fights where it's so closely contested. And look at Kimura using the ring and just stepping out of the range of Igarashi's punches. And that's the thing is, what I think is going to happen is one of these fighters is going to knock down the other fighter. And either that will embolden the fighter, or it's just going to allow the other fighter just to sort of take over. Oh wow! Oh wow! Look at Igarashi. Oh, going to the body is Sho Kimura, making a case, as we're in the final minute of this, the seventh round. 5 more rounds after this. Oh, and look at this, Kimura. I'm wondering if that shot to the body was delayed reaction and it hurt Igarashi. Oh, as Kimura pushes Igarashi against the rope, just like he did against Zou Shiming. Wow, I give Sho Kimura a lot of credit. Has such a live opponent in front of him. But he's taking over, although Igarashi fighting back off the ropes, making Sho Kimura pay for that a little bit. And like we said, remember, Sho Kimura's eyes swollen. I wonder if that did anything in that last round. Wow, what a turn of events here. It looked like Sho Kimura was maybe kind of coming forward. He punches Igarashi into the ropes. Final 10 seconds of this, the 7th round, and let's see what happens now from the judges. Oh, Kimura's eyes swollen shut. Wow. Toshiyuki Igarashi, and getting the nod from 2 of the judges, and one of the judges having it even. Wow, it is even again as we head into the 8th round. And folks, this could be over for Sho Kimura at any moment because his eye is swollen shut. Oh, look at that. Sho Kimura going to the body. At any moment, this could be over as Toshiyuki Igarashi has managed to close the eye of Sho Kimura. Sho Kimura is really up against it here, and he's going to want to start cranking up those left hands to the body and the head because this has to have emboldened Toshiyuki Igarashi. Oh, look at that. 2 hard right hands, but Sho Kimura has to be smart because, if he is too bold, if he tries too hard to force the issue, to force the action, it's not gonna be good for him. He's gonna get stopped. Oh, look at that, Igarashi landing another. I mean, he's just finding a home for that straight right hand. It's just really just keeping him, he really did well, and he evened it up. We're in the 8th round now. This has become a 5-round fight. Oh wow! Oh wow! Sho Kimura wobbled, getting hit with a ton of shots. Wow! Wow! Look at this as we head into the final. We're now at the halfway point between Sho Kimura and Toshiyuki Igarashi. Igarashi now, was a fight when it looked like Sho Kimura was holding it together little by little, but Igarashi now kind of finding his way, finding his zone, and this bout being hotly contested as Sho Kimura is trying to come back now with shots to the body, and Toshiyuki Igarashi, really having sort of a trump card because Sho Kimura's eye is swollen shut. We're in the final minute of this, the 8th round, and these guys are trading and they're both landing. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, and to the body, Igarashi going, and he has Kimura hurt. He has Kimura hurt. Oh man, what a turn of events here. What is going to happen now? As Sho Kimura manages to stay up, this had to have taken something out of him. He's Toshiyuki Igarashi just coming forward, landing hard shots, not hurting that eye. At any moment, this could be stopped. But Sho Kimura going to the body, staying with his fight plan, not getting crazy, not getting reckless, and we're gonna see now how if his high defense, if his pinpoint shots can be enough to turn back the challenge. Because Toshiyuki Igarashi, to my surprise, he seemed to just sort of be kind of maybe outclassed, is very much taking control of this fight in the 8th round. And as you can see here, Sho Kimura losing that round on all 3 of the judges' scorecards. Sho Kimura now down by 3 points. Toshiyuki Igarashi coming back. And this is a 4-round fight, folks. And Sho Kimura is going to have to do something. He's going to have to stem the flow. He's going to have to stop the hemorrhaging. If I'm him, I go to the body. If I'm him, I just do my best to maybe gather myself. And he has very good defense. I take focus on that. He can lose this round. Maybe Igarashi gets tired, although he doesn't seem like he's going to. He doesn't seem like he's going to at this point. It certainly seems like he's got momentum, and momentum is what is ultimately going to help him. But he has Sho Kimura on the ropes, and Sho Kimura, this fight's too close. He cannot. Oh wow! Igarashi unloading on the ropes against Sho Kimura. Sho Kimura holding on for dear life against Toshiyuki Igarashi. Oh, look at this! What an incredible turn of events. And now Igarashi just letting it all hang out. And, like I said, I didn't know much about him before this. I didn't know how he had those 3 draws. Maybe that's kind of his style is. He sort of, it takes him a while to figure out his opponent. And then when he does, he does convincingly. But maybe it's not enough. I mean, I don't know. And that's why he has those 3 draws. But in this so far, I mean, he has pulled ahead by 3 points. And it's going to be incumbent upon him to... Oh wow! He wobbles and he hurts Sho Kimura. Sho Kimura landing a right hand. He's just getting bombarded though with shots from multiple angles, from multiple distances, and it's just too much. It is just too much for Sho Kimura at this point. Oh, look at that! We're heading into the final round, and Toshiyuki Igarashi really taking over here in the 8th and 9th rounds, exploding a bit. And it's going to be incumbent upon Sho Kimura. He's showing good defense for the most part, but the punches are raining down on him from Toshiyuki Igarashi. Oh, look at those counter punches, and that could be the tail of the order of the day for Sho Kimura. Those counter punches may end up saving him. At this point, we just don't know. Oh, Kimura wobbled badly, gets hit with a shot to the body. Has Toshiyuki Igarashi done it? Has he done it? Has he stopped? Oh, and Kimura's hurt. Kimura's laying on the ground. Is it going to be enough with his Toshiyuki Igarashi leveling him? Oh, and Kimura gets up. And he's going to want to change this. He doesn't want to go out this way, and he just is 2 hard uppercuts from Toshiyuki Igarashi to Kimura, and they're going to want to take a close look because that was definitely Igarashi's round. That's probably a 10-8 round for him. So now Sho Kimura is, like I said, 10-8. Sho Kimura is going to be down by 7 points. And, you know, if he gets beaten up badly in this round, I know that it's been close, but, you know, they may want to think about throwing in the towel, because Toshiyuki Igarashi seems like he has Sho Kimura figured out. And Ken Kimura, a great warrior, the man who beat the beloved Zou Shiming, can he pull it out? We will have to see. I would like to thank everyone watching who is watching this. My name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Boxing Time with Evan. Please like, comment, and subscribe on these videos. Please share these videos. Please comment. Tell me the fights that you want to see made. I want to fill this site up with content. We've been here for a year. We're going to hopefully be here for many years more. So I just want to fill this with content. And, you know, I'm just thankful that people that are watching, I'd like to welcome everyone from all over the world who's watching this and who finds this interesting. I know that I do. You know, some people look at this and it's not as glossed up as a lot of the current fights are, or I'm sorry, the current fight games are. But I think that for what this is, this game from 1984 does boxing proud, and that's and until someone can show me something different, this is the fight that I'm sticking with. And right now, Sho Kimura is getting his head handed to him. And he's going to want to counter. He's going to want to, he can't be on those ropes. It's just target practice for Toshiyuki Igarashi. And look, and he goes to the body again. And Zou Shiming is, and Sho Kimura just hurt. Wow, Toshiyuki Igarashi really, you know, they should stop this. They should stop this. Sho Kimura just taking, he's really taking a beating now. And Toshiyuki Igarashi game and just does it. It's an even fight, and then look at what happens in boxing. Toshiyuki Igarashi pulls forward and stops Sho Kimura in the 10th round. The winner is Toshiyuki Igarashi by a knockout. The fight lasted 10 rounds. Kimura was knocked down 2 times. His eye is swollen shut. Such a great performance. And as you can see, it wasn't a blowout. It was just that once Toshiyuki Igarashi exploded in the 8th, he exploded in the 10th. And wow, what a victory. Thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please find me on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. And we will see you at the fights.